It's hump day. We've made it to another Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're doing well. In certain parts of the country, things are getting a little bit terrifying. I think there are two states in the country where numbers have gone down today, and it was, I believe, it's Connecticut and Rhode Island. Oddly enough, not sure what it is about those two states. But, and of course, in places like Arizona and Texas and Florida, California, seeing explosive growth in the infections. We are not there yet in terms of deaths. Hopefully, we'll never get there in terms of a commensurate amount of deaths. But remember, when we get a report that the 7-day new cases has doubled since June 13th. Okay. So we're talking 3 weeks ago. These people were infected 3 weeks ago. And so deaths are a little bit of a lagging indicator, but we are outside of the window of where we would see more deaths. It really is a function of the age of people who are getting the COVID-19. A reminder, and I think I've heard that there's more Facebook groups that are being created for folks who have recovered from COVID-19 to talk about their medical problems that they're having. Significant medical problems that people have that could theoretically plague them the rest of their life. But at one point, the average age could, not necessarily, but I would say likely, go from 36, which it is now in these outbreaks that we're seeing in places like Texas and Arizona and Florida. And if it gets up to like in the mid 40s, then we're going to have a severe problem, I think, in terms of fatalities. We're also, there's the potential of problem when it comes to fatalities if the capacity of our medical system is overrun. So wear a mask. Apparently, Republican leaders now are circling back around to the idea of wearing a mask. It protects those around you. I think it probably protects you to some degree. Maybe even more than we know, even if it's a non-N95 mask, but it certainly protects other people. And just to be clear, this is because those droplets that come out of your mouth when you talk, they go into the air. Some hit the ground, some evaporate and aerolize, and those are the ones that can be very problematic for other people. Certainly a droplet, if it lands in your face, it will be. But it's the aerolization of these droplets. When you block them with a mask, and you don't know, maybe you're asymptomatic, you're limiting the amount of aerolization of these droplets that are in the air, and so it's harder for people to catch. That's just basically it. One would imagine that 4 months into this, everybody would know this, but they don't, because our federal government did not marshal any of they didn't bother to marshal any of the resources that we have in this country to deal with it. So